So I figured I'd go over an upcoming project that we'll probably do at the beginning of July. So last year, actually, before we moved in, the previous owners, they just took this sump pump hose and they just ran it out, 20-25 feet out in the front yard, and it drained from there. Only problem is basically you're recirculating the water because our driveway is in between us and the low spot out there. There's 8 feet of fall from where I'm standing right now to the level of the pond out there, which all that growth is at. And so basically the driveway is a huge impedance to that water underground, because the driveway has been there since the 60s, and this place was a former dairy. So they ran lots of trucks over that driveway. There's lots of rocks in the driveway, so it's not very permeable to water. So that's why last year what I did, just to eliminate some of the water around the house when it was so wet last July, is I ran this line and I ran it underneath the driveway, kind of where the 4066 is sitting, and then created a swale to kind of go out towards the pond. Unfortunately, it tends to drain out into the front yard there and make a soggy mess of the front yard, which is a whole lot better than it being around the house anymore. And it did late last fall. This new sump pump line was a tremendous help in terms of keeping water away from the basement. Our sump pump did not run much at all late last fall. The spring was an absolute wet disaster. There was water staying in the yard everywhere. But what we're going to do is we're going to run a tile line, run it all the way out to the pond. I don't know exactly how we're going to do it yet, but run a tile line all the way out to the pond, and then bring the tile line in probably underneath the driveway, because the buried power comes down to the power pole and goes towards the house. We'll have all the locates done, but come around and then come up here, probably on this far side of this tree right here, and I think this is the plan right now, far side of the tree, and then we'll have it come up here, because I know the phone line comes in right here, right around this area. So if we have it come up here, we don't have to worry about the phone line, and then we can just drain, maybe just run it. Problem is we've got sprinklers in the back right here, and I don't want to go underneath the sidewalk, so maybe put like a dry pit right in here and just discharge the sump pump right into that pit and have it flow out. At the same time, we'll hook these two gutters to that, so when the gutters will just flow into that, and then we'll probably actually run, if we have time with the excavator, I'm going to run it for a week. Obviously I can't get a full week out of it, but we're going to try to get a full week. Just planted this line of cedar trees. We're going to come over about 30 feet, so we'll put us somewhere out in here. And we're going to run kind of a French drain type tile line, perforated tile line out here, and then that'll connect into this other tile line that we're going to run, and so that'll take some of the back pressure off of the house and some of the water out of the front yard. So I hope kind of a impromptu tile line install, and then we can just drain it into the pond. So that's what we're going to do. Just figured that would be a really quick kind of plan for the project. I don't know how much video will be taken of it, because I'll have a couple people helping me. I don't know if they want to be on video or not. I try to be very respectful of that. And plus, if I have somebody helping me, I don't want to be taking time out of their day. If they're volunteering to help me, I don't want to have time. I don't want to be taking their time to make videos, because they're not getting as much out of it as they should. Or if they want me to take videos, I'm more than happy to. But there's the swale that we created last year. You can kind of see how it goes out towards the pond. Got to shoot some elevations, but right now what happens is it gets down there about 50 feet from the pond and then flows out into the front yard. There is a 2-foot tile line that runs through the front yard that actually drains the pond when the pond gets high. So that's something that goes underneath the road right there by those culverts. I believe that's what the maps that I've read. But that's what we're going to do, and hopefully it's a fun project. Get some video of it. Operate an excavator again. About the time I forgot how to do it, we're going to operate one again. So thanks for watching.